Hello everybody. Today I'm reviewing a German premium tank at rank 4 and it's a 6.7 BR. It is the very much slept on RU251. So it is a German light or scout tank, whichever you want to call it. It has 30 millimeters of frontal armor and 20 millimeters of side armor, and in the back it has 8, which is penetrable by 50 cals, and on the turret it also has 20. It is an amazing tank if you like fast-paced gameplay and honestly just completely murdering anything that comes in your path. But you gotta watch out because that armor doesn't do you any good at 6.7. Anything can pen it. Well, maybe besides like an AA truck or something like that. But obviously, who's gonna do that? The first thing I was talking about is the German discounts that are going on today. The German, American, and USSR discounts are going on today, and that's how I got this thing. Normally it's 7,350 golden eagles, and today I got it for 3,000. And I was also using a War Thunder YouTube affiliate link that also gave me a 3% discount, so you were able to get 5,000 golden eagles for $25, which is really nice. So I also was able to get some British ships. But on the other hand, the RU251 is an amazing tank, and if you're thinking of buying it, I highly recommend it. Its top speed it says 50, but it really goes about 55, 60 as long as you're on a road. The modifications it gets are all these here. It gets smokes and crew and all the normal stuff. Sadly, it doesn't get night vision though at SBR, but it does make up for it with these heat FS shells that can pen 320 millimeters of pen. That's insane. That's more than enough for anything you need. So we're going to take this into a test battle because I'm not able to do a normal battle right now because of ongoing server issues. If you've been reading the War Thunder dev blog or their Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. But hopefully by tomorrow they'll be fixed and I'll be able to take this into a real battle. So we're going to go into that. So we're going to take 2 things at hash and 16 of that. And when I bought this, I also got a camouflage floor, which is really cool. It makes it look like a baby leopard, honestly. That's what we like to call it, is the baby leopard. Okay, so first thing you get in, you're going to notice is how fast the turret traverse speed is for this tank of this BR. And if you are wanting to make it any faster, all you got to do is its neutral steering is crazy fast. And also, the other thing that's fast is the tank itself and these freaking machine guns. Watch this. Look how quick these fire. Like, this is insane. It's so fast on and off road, and it can easily pen anything here. Even the Abrams, I'm pretty sure, that's up on that hill right there. Like, here's a tactic, and boom. That's a really good way to play this tank, actually, is to basically drift it to your targets. Like, if you're playing on an open map, just basically go full speed to your targets, drift them, and hit them on the side. It's just basically like a hit and run. This is not a standalone fighter tank. If you're by yourself with a bunch of enemy tanks, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 you will not survive because it's the lack of armor. But it makes up for it for the speed, though. It sadly does not have a stabilizer, which does makes it a little hard to shoot on the move. But, I mean, if you're on road, it kind of works. But other than that, it has no flaws. This Heat FS is the main shell you should be using if you get this tank. And I highly recommend you get it either today, tomorrow, or through November 2nd, because after that it will become 7,000 golden eagles again, and that's really expensive. I think that's like $100 almost. Or yeah, no, it's like $70, but you probably have to get $100 just to get it, which is really annoying to some people. Because some people don't have that much money to spend on a game and they want to play some cool tanks. So if I were you, personally, I would abuse the hell out of this deal right now. Everything, I'm pretty sure, is 50% off on Germany, Russia, and America today. The other ones were through on this week and last week. And yeah, another thing about this tank is its gun. This thing is insane. Sure, it's a short-barreled 90 mil, but it shooting Heat FS, like, look at that. It just penned an IS-6. Like, that is insane for a 90 mil German gun. This also gets 8 grenades. I think they're 76 millimeter, but they shoot like that, just like all German tanks do. And then, yeah. There's a really cool tactic you can do with this tank, and I'm going to come up to here on this moving one. It's basically where you go forward, you swing it into reverse, and just slam Q so the cruise control goes into reverse, because the speed going backwards is the exact same as it going forward, which is a really big advantage in battle, because you can almost do the IS-2 tactic of invincibility, noting how close the cruise sits up front. And also, never ever give this thing full ammo, because as you can see, there's an ammo rack right there at the front of the armor. And it's survivable sometimes if you get hit there, but if you have full ammo, you're guaranteed an ammo rack. The only other thing that bothers me is that it's kind of funny. The fact that the exhaust comes out there, it kind of distracts you. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. Watch this. So you get in front of the tank, throw it into reverse, and look at this. Boom. And watch how fast it is in reverse speed. It will go the same exact speed forward and reverse, which makes it quite overpowered if you think about it. And the neutral steering, like with all German tanks, also really helps, because you have the ability to turn on a dime. Now, the one thing I've also noticed with this tank is, minus the armor, it can take a hit. Like, sure, it may not have armor, but that armor is sloped, so it does slow the shell down a little bit. And if it gets hits in the turret, anywhere in the turret, it's most likely to survive. Now, if it gets hit in the driver's spot, it will probably get ammo racked, but most people who play this tank will be very cautious about things like that. This is not, and I repeat, this is not a frontline fighting tank. This is either you use it as a sniper, or you just drive around the map and flank everybody until you have got all your targets scouted. That's T-34, always lights on fire. So, yeah, in conclusion, should you buy this tank? Yes, I think it's good. It's your opinion if you want to or not, but if you were asking me, I would definitely say yes. It's a great tank overall. It handles great. It's fun for people who don't want to play super high BR, but are sick and tired of low BR. And it will most definitely help you learn how to play tanks a lot better, because you have to strategize with this thing, or else you will die every game. So it makes you use your brain, which is some things a lot of War Thunder players don't do, sadly. So, and this thing, it's like, people call it the go-kart on wheels. I'm stupid. The go-kart with a gun. I call it the mini Leopard, because personally, to me, that's kind of what it looks like. It just looks like a Leopard 1, or like A1A1. But yeah, okay, that wraps up. Oh, and it does not have night vision. But now, that wraps up my conclusion and my review of the RU-251. Again, I think it's a great tank. Everything about it is good, minus the fact that it doesn't have night vision. I did forget to mention that. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.